Welcome back, everybody, to the continuation of our recap of Pyanodons on Twitch. So, we've been busy, quite a bit busy, and we made a beautiful machine over here, which we still have to finalize, but I'm just gonna pull you through what we have built over here. The thing you're looking at over here on the right is going to be our rare earth oxide making machine. And the whole machine over here, it's kind of big. I love how big it is. But it does start off by consuming a full yellow belt of rare earth ore over here. We start off by crushing rare earth ore over here at a rate of 10 ore every 4 seconds. So with 6 machines, we consume it at a rate of 15 items per second, and we turn that into 7.5 rare earth powder and 7.5 stone per second. The stone we're exporting over here into like a sink station. We're gonna make some kind of sink station over here. I'm not quite sure what it will be yet, but stone can be picked up over here, and the rare earth dust, is it dust already? Yeah, the rare earth dust over here then goes into these machines. We do need quite the amount of ball mills over here. This looks very impressive. I do like this. And the ball mills over here, they turn the rare earth powder into rare earth dust and some gravel. Now, we're going to be putting in 7.5 per second, so we do need 15 of these machines. We ended up with 16 just for, well, balancing purposes, because these two machines over here, they will both be running at 50%, which is fine, perfectly fine. But it also means that the 7.5 rare earth powder, we're going to be turning that into 4.5 rare earth dust. What do we do with the dust? Well, the dust then goes all the way up here, and it goes into these FTS reactors, which turn the rare earth dust into rare earth mud, as well as some sand and some rich dust on the side. We do have a water steam cycle over here. This crafting machine over here requires 2,000 water every 8 seconds, and it makes 2,000 steam every 8 seconds. And on the back over here, we've just installed a little cooling tower, which takes in, let's look over here, which takes in 400 steam per second and turns that into 400 water per second. It's per second because this machine does have a crafting speed of 2, which means that this machine over here, well, he'll be fine. He's making on average, what is it? I think 250 water and steam per second. And one of these will be more than enough to compensate for that. We do need a bit of a water tank over here just to keep the water balance in. And we do have a pump over here to keep this machine over here flooded with water. It should be fine. It should be fine. Nevertheless, we need 4 of these machines because 4 of these machines convert 5 rare earth dust into 125 rare earth mud, or in our case, 111.25, I think, if I remember it correctly. Or was it no, it was 112.5. There we go. 112.5 rare earth mud. The sand and the dust, well, they get exported over here somewhere. We still need to figure out what we do with the dust over here, but we'll figure something out. By the way, this over here is also a rare earth mine. For this one, we have to provide naphtha, but we also have more rare earth over here. So we got lots and lots and lots of rare earth available to us. So rare earth ore will not be an issue. What do we do with the mud? Well, the mud goes into these 2 big groups of machines. These are both the same. It's not like it needs to pass through twice. No, it's got half of it goes over here and the other half goes over here. And it's quite simple. The rare earth mud we turn into rare earth slurry by cooking it in sulfuric acid. And afterwards, we cook the rare earth slurry with some ammonia into rare earth solution. We also get some uranium out of this. And we did kind of check up on what we need to do to make uranium. And they definitely changed up the uranium chain, because it used to be that you had to make all kinds of stages and blah, blah. It's probably still in there, but it definitely got a bit simplified. We could set up, well, we don't have the research yet, but once we do, and the research is actually quite close. It's only Science Pack 2, and it's not too far away from us. By the way, we did finally finish up Science Pack 2, the research, but we're not making it yet. So we still need to work on that. And probably this one over here, salt and salt accessoires, is probably going to be the first research we're going to be doing. Actually, no, it's not going to be. I think the first research is going to be... That one is also important, but there is, I think, one that's even more important, and that's drilling up saline water from the ground. But that's for later. That's for later. Either way, we did take a look at the uranium processing steps over here. It's not as complicated at the beginning as it seems. You basically just turn you crush the ores, you turn it into pulp, and you end up with yellow cake. And then from yellow cake out, you can turn it into uranium-235 and uranium-238, which you can then turn into things like uranium fuel cells, which you then can throw into your power plant and stuff like that. Almost looking forward to that, but yeah. Either way, we get some uranium out of it. Not a lot. It's like, yeah, basically 10% or like 0.1 every 10 seconds. So it's like 0.01 per second. Yeah, it's not going to be a lot of uranium, but we do have to work with it. Good. The rare earth solution over here goes over here, and we cook it up with some cyanic acid into chromite sand and rare earth concentrate. The chromite sand goes on the belt and will be exported, and the rare earth concentrate gets separated into rare earth oxides and iron ore or iron oxide. And that all goes on the belt over here, and then it will also be exported in one of these over here. Not quite sure where it will be going, but we'll figure out how many train stations we're going to need. We definitely need quite a lot of train stations just for this build, and this is also going to be a very important build, and we should make some big train stations for these, because we are probably going to be sitting on this build for quite a while. Last time around, I think we copied this exact build, I think 2 or 3 times, because it was easier to do, and I think we will be ending up doing the same for this playthrough, but yeah, that is going to be rare earth processing. Good, and you might be thinking, what is this up here? Well, we do need things like ammonia, and we do need things like cyanic acid, and we do need both of them in the same ratio. For every 100 rare earth solution, we need 50 cyanic acid, and for every 100 rare earth slurry, we need 50 ammonia. Now, you can make ammonia and cyanic acid in the same ratio straight out of urea, and that is more or less what we're going to be doing over here. We're going to be bringing in via a train liquid poop. The liquid poop will be cooked on site with some Zogna bacteria into urea, and the urea will be processed on site into cyanic acid and ammonia. And then we just connect up the pipes over here for the cyanic acid and ammonia with these machines up there, and we are going to be very happy. Now, for the Zogna bacteria, we do need to bring in lamps, we need to bring in wood, we need to bring in petri dishes. But we got space for that. We got 2 belts reserved for that. The wood will go on a full belt, and the lamps and the petri dishes will go on a half and half belt. We are going to make a dedicated petri dish build. I think we do need that. We already have a dedicated lamp build, and I don't think we need to expand that anytime soon. But at some point, we do need to make a bigger lamp build. We had a massive lamp build the last time around, but for now, I think we're still fine. So that lamp build will be good. Now, what do we need all those rare earth oxides for? Let's have a look at them. Where are they? Over there. Usage. They are a big part in red chips or tier 2 chips, which we're not going to be doing anytime soon. Well, it's sooner than we might think. We were getting there. We're actually quite close to it if you think about it. If we go back over here to... We might even already see it on the horizon. That's semiconductor doping. And that's red chips. Red chips are right over here. And our science is right over there. It's not too far away. It's still a bit away, but it's not too far away. And yeah, I mean, they mostly need things like electrolytic capacitors, the toroidal inductors and stuff like that. Actually, these over here are all fine. Wait a minute. The MOSFETs definitely require rare earth oxides, and everything that's heavily N-doped or P-doped also requires that. But they did change that, didn't they? Oh, they did. Ooh. It used to be that we would need way more doped silicon, I think, over here for the red chips. The diodes, unless I'm missing something. Wait a minute. Never mind. They moved it up in another recipe for whatever reason, because you need high power. No, you need... What do you need? Why are you over here? I guess because of the printed circuit substrate. Yeah, the printed circuit substrate. Good. That will be for the future. It's going to be complicated enough. But one thing we do need our rare earth oxides for is going to be... Where is it? There we go. Cobalt fluoride is going to be a big consumer. And quartz tubes is going to be a big consumer. Those two will be the important ones. The cobalt fluoride, we need that for the FluTech, which we need for the artificial blood, which we need for the Corlex. So that's one path we need to go down. And the fluoride, we also need that for... Well, nothing else. That's already pretty good. The cobalt extract. The cobalt extract is made in a different way. We don't really care about that too much. But the quartz tubes. The quartz tubes over here. Oh, can we... Oh god, is this what I think it is? Excuse me. Artificial insemination. So we take one cow, we take a quartz tube, and we give them some food and some immunosuppressants, and then we get up to 200 calves? What the fuck? I'm looking forward to this one. That will definitely make a lot of them. Now, one of the big usages over here is going to be for bio-oil. Bio-oil is going to be very good for us to use. It's basically dry and biomass processing. Turning biomass into bio-oil is very good because we do get things like tons of raw coal out of it, condensates, which we then can turn into things like refined natural gas, PTX, stuff like that. This is a very, very good process, and we can technically already do it. So we definitely do want to do that sooner or later. And then, of course, later on for the better hydrogen chloride recipe. Because with this one over here, we need way less lamps to make hydrogen chloride. The quartz tube is more or less playing hot potato over here. It just gets passed around, it never breaks, which is very good. So we only need a couple of them, and that will be fine. Good. And then anything else in here that we need it for right now? No. These alloys, we do need them for some stuff later on, but I don't think we need them right now, so it will be fine. As for the cobalt extract is made out of rare earth ore, copper ore, and nickel ore, turned into mixed ores, turned into cobalt extract. And the cobalt extract itself is also required for some other things. Yeah, the TCL. TCL is going to be important, and that's what we need for Kevlar later on. And for stainless steel, but, well, one step at a time. One step at a time. Good, but this is going to be our nice and lovely big rare earth oxide making machine. Then, a lot of fixes have been done, like a lot of fixes. It seems like we spend at least like 3 hours every stream just fixing stuff. Just going around and go like, oh, this isn't going well. Oh, that's not going well. I'm not quite sure if we've shown this thing off yet, but we did end up making a ginormous moss making machine over here. And this machine over here only makes moss. It makes its own stone. It's not dependent on any kind of stone coming from the stone mines or coming from the stone reprocessing over here. No, it makes its own stone over here out of water and power and a whole bunch of steam. And we do that by making rich clay. And you can make rich clay by taking clay and dousing it in muddy sludge. And if you combine that up with sand, then you can make bricks, and then we take the bricks and we crush them back into stone. Good, and this place over here has been doing wonders for us in making moss. We also have a massive 2.8 moss train over here, which will be supplying everything we have with all the moss that we need. Good, 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 good. We also did start sinking our limestone over here into this acetylene making machine, so these machines over here don't need to work as much anymore, which is also perfectly fine. Makes this machine over here just keep on going. Good. Then, definitely some minor additions. I'm not quite sure. Let's go over to the mall real quick. The mall is now also working way better. A lot of stuff has been added to the mall. Especially, we're now also making more shafts over here. And we're actually backing up on shafts. Perfect. And also we're making more gearboxes over here, which we do need to make these assembly machines, and we are now good stacked on assembly machines. There's already 10 in here, and we can make lots and lots more if we need to. We also have fast inserters finally. It took like a bit, but we do have fast inserters. I'm very happy about those. We're not really putting them down much yet, but we are definitely getting into the stages of automation where we now also can use our personal logistic network over here to request items and get rid of items how much we see fit. We're not going to be committing yet to a big construction network. We are still building more or less like localized networks over here if we want to construct something, but we have been using, and we did it for this build over here. Let's see, do we still have it over here, or did I already pick it up? Nah, I already picked it up. But we have been using one of the mods we've installed, and I'm just going to copy this real quick just to show it to you one more time. And it's going to take a bit because this is a big place. Actually, we don't really need to copy everything, but I'm going to copy everything. There we go. We got this mod installed over here, which converts any kind of blueprint into signals. And you get then, depending on how many signals there are in, a couple of combinators over here. And these over here hold all the items that are in the blueprint. And what we usually end up doing for now is we just hook up a requester chest to this combinator and just set the requests. And then this chest over here will be filled up with the items that are in here. Now, for now, this is fine, but there could be the case that the build is so big that it doesn't fit into this chest. So for that, we need to either get ourselves a bigger chest, or option 2, maybe make some kind of smart system where we can inject the signal into a memory cell and then slowly but surely count down the items that we have requested and start requesting less and less of them until we have like everything we need. And we could, of course, also combine it up with a train so that we have some kind of a construction train, which will just come over with the stuff that we have or the stuff that we need and either unload it into a special construction station or something like that. That's more or less how I'm kind of thinking about how we can make automated builds in the future better. We will probably still have to do some fine-tuning by hand, but if we can get the majority of the build done by bots, and we just need to fine-tune, that will save us so much time. So much time. Good. Good. What else? We definitely have some new power plants. I'm pretty sure I showed those off. And we definitely did fix iron over here a bit. Never really noticed, but we were making not enough oxygen over here to fire up these smelters over here. We now have more than enough oxygen over here to fire up the smelters over here. Good. And there were a whole bunch of fixes over here. Also, one of these fixes over here is one I really kind of enjoy. Every now and then, molten iron will back up because we're not making any steel, because steel is backed up. In cases like that, we now got a second caster unit over here that makes iron plate. So if steel backs up, we just end up making more iron plate if we need to. And that does keep everybody over here pretty well supplied. Good. Anything else? I still need to put in some names in the game, and I'll be doing that after the recording. So they will be in the next session. The bees over here are still broken, by the way. We still need to remake some new queens. I still don't really want to do it because, in my opinion, I should not have been this unlucky with bees. But that's maybe just me complaining about stuff and just yelling at the sky. Good. What's the plan for the next stream? Which will be tomorrow on Thursday. The plan is going to be, well, first of all, finish up the rare earth build over here. And then probably start moving into the Corlexes, I think. What else do we need for the Corlex? Let's have a quick look at it. The Corlex. Where is that little boy? There's one. There he is. How to make a Corlex. We need to make the fetal serum. And we need to make the artificial blood. The artificial blood is the one that requires the Flutec, which requires the cobalt fluoride, which also requires the decaline. Decaline is pretty straightforward to make. There's nothing special in here. The cobalt fluoride is just cooking up the rare earth oxides of cobalt extract. So we probably will be working on the cobalt extract machine. And then the albumin, yes, that's made straight off out of blood. It's a bit weird how artificial blood is made out of blood, but sure. Sure, I'll take it. Good. And then, of course, what was it? The artificial blood, and then the Corlex. And then we just need some poor alien samples. We have those bio samples. We have those cDNA. We don't have this fully automated yet, but we have a bit of a stack, so it should be fine. And then we need some fish and the fetal serum. The fetal serum is made out of guts and silver. And silver is not too hard to make. Silver we can make out of lead dust. And that might be something we're just going to do on the fly at some point in time. We do have the lead machine over here. And the lead machine over here, every now and then, this one backs up. And if it backs up, we might just use the dust over here to turn it into silver. We could also just make the exact same machine again and place it somewhere else. And just, instead of making molten lead, we just focus the machine on making molten silver. Good. Perfect. Excellent. How are we doing for power? Decent. Though the base is probably going to be asleep again, so it should be fine. Perfect. Yes. Yeah, I think I got everything. Perfect. Good. That will be it for today then. If you do like what you see, please do leave a like, a follow, a comment, a subscription. Every one of those actions does help me out in growing this channel to something bloody amazing. You can also find more of me on twitch.tv/BoldViking, where I do even more Factorio. I'm playing this over there tomorrow. And also we do some Darkest Dungeon on the side, and every now and then some other games. And without further ado, I wish you all an amazing evening, and until next time, see you around!